Hey guys, Jack Atwater here, and welcome back to another episode of Pop Luck. Today I have a really cool and really unique set of Simpsons Funko Pops to show off to you guys. So basically, the first one here is Bart Tigula, and these are all from a specific episode of The Simpsons that, from what I can tell, I haven't seen it, takes place in like ancient Rome. It's like a weird sort of history thing with the Simpsons characters, which made for a very unique set of designs for the characters that Funko could make a nice, unique set of pops based off of. So that is what we have here, and I have this full collection. It consists of 5 different characters, and I have each one. The first one, like I said, is Bart Tigula. This is 1199 in the Pop Television line. And then on the back of the box, you have the full set. You have a Roman version of like Mr. Burns, Lisa, Marge, and Homer. So I'll show off the box in a little bit more detail. You have like what's normal for the Simpsons boxes, which is a red background with like different outlines of a bunch of different Simpsons characters. That continues on the side of the box. You have all the different Simpsons characters there in the back. And then that's also on the back of the box behind the figure. All right, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get our first guy here open. So like I said, this made for some really unique and interesting figures. Look at this guy. I mean, I love cartoon Funko Pops since they're always so unique and cool. And like, this is such a cool concept. So Bart, this is Bart. He has very unique hair for Bart. He has like the leaf crown on his head. Love the way his eyes are, but also I love how tall he is. I think he's taller than the other Bart figures, and I love the stance he's in. The clothes he's wearing is very cool. I love the cape. I love like the weird, like I said, the stance, the vibes of this guy are absolutely amazing. He does have something weird with the paint here on the back of him. It's a little scratched here. It looks scratched, but that's like a splatter of yellow paint, and then here is like some weird green paint. So that is definitely not ideal. But you keep turning him around, and I mean, he's dressed in like old ancient Rome clothing, and it is just so cool. The design of this guy is just so unique. All right, next up we have number 1200 in the collection. This is Emperor, I might get this wrong, Montimus is what I'm assuming. This is the old ancient Rome version of Mr. Burns. So like I usually do when I do videos of a bunch of Funko Pops in the same set, I'm not going to show off the whole box each time, just because it's the same box as every other one in the set, just a different character on it. All right, and here we go. Here is the Mr. Burns, and this guy is also very cool. And like I said, they're all so unique, and they all complement each other so well. Having the full set is just amazing with this one. So he has like the very cool hair. He has the same sort of leaf crown that Bart has. He's holding a chalice. I love what he's wearing. Looks so on time for the time period it's supposed to be. The clothing on this guy is ridiculous, and this is such a unique way to bring characters in who they already made, but in a new, very interesting light, to bring fan favorite characters back. And this guy is just so cool. Also, one thing to backtrack a little, I forgot to point out the hair on Bart. This looks very, very different from other Bart hair that I've seen. Usually it just sticks up on like the sides and like sticks up in the middle. It's like coming out, which is really cool. All right, the next one is 1201, and this is what I'm going to pronounce as Lysandra. Sounds about right. All right, so here is the ancient Rome version of Lisa. And this one is just really cool too. The dress she's wearing is so on point. I love the earrings. And as I turn it around, you're going to be able to see the very unique hair. Very unique hair. Again, so different from other Lisas, where the hair stands like straight. This is all kind of coming over in some different directions, which is really, really cool. The stance on all of these characters, you really get the emotion with her fist like curled into a ball. You really get the emotion on all of these figures. All right, and for number 4 in the collection, we have the one that I'm probably going to get wrong the most, Marjora? That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, this is the ancient Rome version of Marge. All right, so here she is, and something about the design of this one, probably so far makes it my least favorite. I don't know what it is about it. I don't love the way they did that classic Marge hair. I mean, there are a lot of things that you can change with these figures to really make them seem newer and like a new design and a new concept and kind of playing on the original design of the character. But the iconic Marge hair being altered in such a way like this is a little bit strange, but it's still not bad. She has a crown, at least I think that's what that is. Like her stance is very specific. Like it's not like the older Funko Pops where they're kind of just figures not doing anything. You can get emotion off of each of these figures, which I think is really cool. So she has jewelry there. She has rings on her hand. At least one ring. It looks like a bracelet on the other hand. She has a necklace. I think the earrings on this one are actually a big standout. I think those are pretty cool. All right, so I'll do one last 360 here for you guys with this one. And yeah, I think this one's cool. Just probably my least favorite in the collection. All right, guys, and then we have our last figure. This is number 1203. What I'm going to pronounce as Obesius, which I'm pretty sure is right. Obesius is an absolutely hilarious name for this guy. All right, so here we have him. This is Obesius, the ancient Rome version of Homer. And this guy is just really cool. I love his chicken leg, his goblet. I love what he's wearing and the size of this figure. This guy is huge. So it definitely feels very Homer Simpson-y, but definitely reimagined. So he has the hair on the back as well as the hair on the top. What he's wearing is really cool for the time period it's supposed to be set in. And this guy is just really cool. He looks so much like regular Homer, but so reimagined. I love it. Also, what's funny here is that unlike all the other Funko Pops, he doesn't really have like a neck. Like you can see it a lot better on the back. The head kind of like morphs with the body, unlike most other Funko Pops. So I think that's really funny. Even if you can't like twist the head around, I mean, you can twist the head around on most of these guys. But even if you can't twist the head around on some of them, they still give the appearance of being able to like twist the head around just because of how they're made. The fact that the head looks like a separate piece. This guy, it's obvious that the head is made with the figure, and that's really funny. And I love the classic Homer face. Amazing figure. That being said, just because of the details on them and how amazing they look, the first three I reviewed are definitely standouts among the collection. The Bart Simpson, the Mr. Burns, and the Lisa. That being said, Homer is also amazing too. The only one that gives strange vibes to me is this Marge. I don't know what it is about it, but it just doesn't. It gives some strange vibes. But yeah, for the most part, absolutely amazing collection. I love how they recreated each and every one of the figures, but reimagined them in a really new and really creative way. All right, and there we go. That is today's episode of Pop Luck. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day.